Hello everyone, my name is Nkechi and you are welcome to Noah's Talk. Well, what do we do on Noah's Talk? Like I said, all we do is basically talk, interact, have a conversation. So today we are talking about two topics. One, is it right for a lady to have a child before marriage? And two, is it right for a lady to demand what she wants in a relationship? Yeah. So we'll start with the first question. Is it right for a lady to have a child before marriage? Oh, yes. It is very right to have a child before marriage, especially when you know that you are getting advanced. Ladies, we all know that we have like our biological time of childbearing and all that. Yeah, there are times that there's a place of miracle. Sure, there is, when God comes through for someone looking for the fruit of the womb. But we all know that there is a time frame, our best time for we ladies to have children. So if you know that when you are approaching your 30s and you see marriage isn't forthcoming, I would strongly advise you have a child. Unless for you, you do not want to have a child. You know, there are some people that do not want to have children. Natural, that's just what they just want. So for those that want to have children, I will advise to do so. Yeah, people might say, how will I take care of the children? The thing is, you will find a way. There will always be a way. That's just how the world works. Just like how you will say, how will I survive in this economy? You always find a way. So when you have a child, you will always find a way to cater for the child. So for those that maybe you see that you're not that buoyant, you can just have one. Because the truth is you don't know what might happen. Okay, like now for those say, until I get married and all that, what if you get married at the age of 50? What if the marriage that God has planned for you, because people just assume that they must get married at a young age. No, that might not be God's plan. God has different plans for you. What if God's plan for you is to get married at 50? What if God's plan for you is to get married at 40? So you don't know. Your time frame and God's time frame is not the same thing. So what if that is the time God wants you to meet the person he wants you to be with? But now if you have a child, okay, like what if the person God wants you to be with is someone that has children? You never can tell. So that's why he kept you, for you to be at that particular age to meet that man that has children, so that those people will be your children, but you don't have a child of your own. Then you'll not be feeling, how will I marry a man that has children when I don't have a child of my own? So we are strongly advise at least you have a child. So even if the marriage doesn't come, you have a child. Like, okay, yes, I have a child of my own. Even if the man is not wanting to be a part of the life of the child, you can take care of your child. Like, take for example me, and you never can tell. Let me just tell you, it might even be that having that child might even be the one to unlock all your prayers that you've been asking of. Do you know that? Okay, let me just share a little bit of my story. Honestly, I already told myself at some time, a time in my life though, I told myself I was going to give birth at the age of before I got to 30 years. I've already made up my mind that I must have a child before 30. So, give or take, we then, God, please get married. We were praying and all that. God, please, I want to get married and all that. But then it dawned on me that at 27, I don't have a man. In fact, I had someone I was in a relationship with, but then it went south, and then I like what I was banking on is not going to work out. So that means it can't work, and I need to have a child before 30. And I said, okay. So I just I was at work. I was just thinking, I'm like, how am I going to do this? I'm going to a lot of things, underlying issues were there. So, but I was like, I just need to really have child, and I knew that I cannot do that where I was, because one, my work, my family, my mom, and all that. I'm like, before people say, what happened? What people say, why did your daughter do this one? I didn't want that kind of attention and discussion. So I just went to the system with my friend, and I just typed my resignation letter. It was crazy. Even my friend with me thought I was crazy. It was crazy. My mom never knew. None of my family members knew. I just resigned and I told my mom I was relocating out of the city. I didn't tell people why or what. My boss was like, no, he's not going to accept my resignation. And I'm like, why did I do that? Is there an issue? Even called my mom and all that. Was that an issue? I said, nothing. I didn't want to explain what was wrong with me. Just because it would be crazy that I said I just want to have a child and all that. So I wanted to relocate to Lagos where people don't really know me. Then have my child, bring for my mom and all that. So then I met a guy. Yes, I met someone. Although we were having a conversation on WhatsApp and all that, but I didn't really like the conversation. And we don't usually agree most of the times and all that. So I just he ordered for some perfume because that was my business then. So I said, okay, let me deliver it since I was in Lagos. So and I saw him for the first time. I'm like, oh no, this man will be the father of my children. And me, being me, I just went ahead and said words. I don't mix words when I want to say something. I say it as plain and blunt as possible. So I just told him, I would like you to be the father of my children. That's straight and that I know he thought how weird I was and all that, but yeah, that after he said what I wanted and all that. So, but eventually, he bought into the idea because him too was also praying to have a child that year too. So it worked out that we both need a child. And yeah, it happened and here we are married. So you see, sometimes it can actually be the one to unlock your blessings. So yes, it is right to have a child before marriage. I know the religious people will say, no, God said, please let God be the one to judge. Let God be the one to settle the issue. It is absolutely none of your business. So, yes, that answer. For the second question, is it right to demand what you want in a relationship? Oh, yes. The thing, a relationship is between two people. Two people coming together. So, you both have a right to say what you want. You don't feel no one is doing anybody a favor unless you are in a relationship where the man is the one doing you a favor, so you feel obligated to do yes sir, yes ma'am, but that is not right. So if you're in a relationship, the person is taking your time, your energy, your focus, everything you are trying to put into the relationship. So now you've been in a relationship for a period of time, let's put it like a year, 2 years, 3 years, and the man is not talking about marriage, and you as a person, you want a home, you want to get married and all that. So if he isn't saying stuff like that and you wanted it, you come on, you say it. Like, okay, fine, you can ask him, where is this relationship heading to? Is it marriage? What are we doing for 3 years? You need to ask him, what are you really doing? This whole thing, marriage thing, people feel it's one big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. Except it's what you want to do, this extra vegan, big, whole kind of wedding and all that. I don't think it's even necessary. If you want to get married and you feel, okay, yes, I need to get married, you are living with somebody. In fact, what I don't even agree is cohabitation. I strongly disagree, but that's a story for another day. So, but if you are with a person already, you can say, okay, fine. Just go meet my family, say this is the person you are with, you want to be spend your rest of your life with this person. And what do you need to do? You pay the bride price. They'll give you the list, you pay that. Then I know there are churches that do blessing of marriage, like in Catholic Church, the priest can carry you to your own sacristy and bless your marriage. It doesn't need you don't need crowd and all that. He bless your marriage, you're already wedded already. Go to court and sign your signature or whatever it is with the registrar, and you are done. Then if you say, okay, you want to do a party, let me tell you something. People can do 10 years wedding anniversary in a big way. Look at Real Worry Picking, for example. She had her dream wedding after 10 years. So you can actually still have your dream wedding after some years when you people are financially buoyant already. But the thing is that you people are already married, you are together, you people started your life together. Rather than wasting somebody's time with years of dating when it's not blood covenant. So please, yes, ladies, you can actually demand what you want in a relationship. You need to know if the guy is not wasting your time. That's why most people will be in a relationship, they'll start crying. The man left them after 5 years, the man left them after 4 years, 3 years, 10 years, 8 years. You start crying that after everything you've invested, the man will not go and marry one other lady. Really? It's because you refuse to say what you want. You need to start saying what you want in a relationship. What is this thing? What are we? If you want marriage, then let's do it. You don't need to have that dream whole thing. You don't need to call the whole crowd. Just do the thing. And yeah, instead of wasting your time, wasting your energy. Because you feel bad when you know that you've invested so much in a person and the person decides to leave you. It also goes the same way with men. What if she now leaves you for someone richer after you wasted your time together? So rather than wait for one other person to waste your time, you need to demand, okay, where is this going to? If is it working, is it not working? If it isn't working, you push your pathways and let go. So I not get to the point that, like, for those that will go kneel down and propose in public and bam, this person say no. So both of you just wasted your time. So people need to really have that conversation. How this be in your relationship, have a voice in your relationship. If you know that you're in a relationship, you don't have a voice, then let it go. It's not going to work out. If you get married, you will only get frustrated, and it might even be that the relationship is the one that will even lead to your death. So it is better you please let go if it's not working, and if it's working, do the needful and let everybody go. So if you have any other thing to say, it's like I said, on Noah's Talk, all we do here is have a conversation. We'll talk, we'll discuss anything at all. So if you have something to say, you can drop it on the comment section. If you want to come on my channel to have your own experience, fine, we'll let you. So until next time on Noah's Talk, I want people to know that I am here to listen, and I always love all of you so much. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel, because there will be more interesting topics. So until next time, see you, and I love you guys so much. To have a beautiful day. Love you guys.